Hello, this is Yogeshwar 7000 again, and I'm back with another discussion today. And today's discussion is going to be on Ashlesha Nakshatra. So far, we have discussed 8 nakshatras. We started with Ashwini, which is the first nakshatra, and we did cover up till the 8th nakshatra, which was Pushya Nakshatra. And today we'll be talking about Ashlesha Nakshatra, which is the 9th nakshatra. As you all know, there are 27 nakshatras in the zodiac, which span over a distance of 360 degrees. And each nakshatra spans over 13 degrees and 20 minutes. So 13 degrees and 20 minutes times 27, that comes to 360 degrees. So that's how the nakshatras are spaced. And moon, which is the fastest planet in the zodiac, and we consider moon as a planet when we discuss Jyotish, it jumps from one nakshatra to another nakshatra in approximately 1 day. So it covers the entire zodiac in approximately 27 days. And when we say a person is born in a particular nakshatra, we consider the placement of moon in that nakshatra. So that's how we consider. Although out of the 9 planets which we consider in Jyotish or Vedic astrology, all the planets have to be placed in your birth chart in some nakshatra or the other. But when we talk in generic terms, and when we say, okay, we are going to discuss about people born in a particular nakshatra, we mean that this is where moon is placed in his birth chart. So we're going to discuss about the characteristics, the positives, the negatives, and of course about the nakshatra itself. So today we'll be talking once again about people born in Ashlesha Nakshatra, meaning which if moon is placed in this nakshatra in their birth chart, not the other planets, just the moon. So first of all, we have to understand where this nakshatra itself is placed. This nakshatra is placed in the zodiac sign of Cancer between 16 degrees and 41 minutes through 30 degrees of Cancer. So it doesn't jump from one zodiac to another zodiac. It is within this zodiac of Cancer. And the distance, as we discussed, of this nakshatra, like all the other 26 nakshatras, is 13 degrees and 20 minutes. So general characteristics of this nakshatra are ruled by the planet moon. Why? Because this nakshatra is placed in the zodiac sign of Cancer, and Cancer is ruled by moon. So emotions play a very important role to people born in this nakshatra just because of the planet moon. And sometimes because of the emotional energy of the planet moon, they tend to be kind of in a sattvic mode of giving as well. So that is the overall characteristic of this nakshatra as a general overall, very spiritual and very giving and very emotional and very sentimental. That is the basic. But once we go into the detail, we discover something else. But before that, let me tell you that as per the ancient scriptures, Rama's 2 brothers, Lakshman and Shatrughan, they were actually twin brothers of Rama, born out of King Dashrath's wife Sumitra. They are the twin brothers, and one of the brothers, Lakshman, of course, as we know, that he accompanied Rama to the forest for 14 years. Shatrughan stayed back. But these 2 brothers, Lakshman and Shatrughan, who were twin brothers, were born in this nakshatra, this Ashlesha Nakshatra, and that has been mentioned in the ancient scriptures. So that's how we know. So like I discussed, of course, the overall characteristic of this nakshatra is first of all, moon is placed in this nakshatra, and it is placed in its own zodiac sign, which is between 16 degrees 41 minutes to 30 degrees of Cancer. So moon within Cancer, so that makes it very emotional, very giving, very sattvic, very sentimental, very sensitive, lover of poetry, poems. So all these characteristics do come into play. But when we go into the finer details, the ruling planet of this nakshatra, which is of course within the zodiac sign of Cancer, is the planet Mercury. And the nature of this nakshatra is a Rakshasa. Rakshasa is, in Sanskrit, it's another name for a demon. So there the demonic qualities come into play. And the presiding deity, like all the other nakshatras we've been discussing, is the Naga, or the serpent. And of course, Naga, or the serpent, can be associated with poison. It can also be associated with the serpent of wisdom, because it represents Kundalini energy, and Kundalini energy is associated with intelligence as well. And of course, if we consider a planetary connection with the Naga, it is Rahu. And Rahu, of course, is about the head. And the head is about, this head is about extreme intelligence. And of course, intelligence not in a sattvic way, but intelligence in a very tamasic way. So these characteristics do come into play when we consider the ruling planet Mercury. And by the way, Naga or Rahu works exceptionally well with Mercury. So these characteristics become extremely strong here, which means extremely intelligent in a materialistic and a tamasic fashion. And of course, poison and all those characteristics which come with the combination of Mercury and Rahu, or the combination of Mercury and the Naga. So of course, like I said, the overall characteristics, very emotional, very sentimental, but at the same time, the ruling planet Mercury with a combination of the presiding deity, the Naga, and the nature of a demon, that makes it a very deadly combination. And by the way, the animal symbol of this nakshatra is a male cat. And you know how male cats are, very observant, very intelligent, very deadly, and very aggressive at times. So people born in this nakshatra are, complemented with a lot of energy, like political mind. That's how they play their strategy. They're very good observers. Of course, they're sometimes suspicious also, because as we know that as human nature is, if somebody is not trustworthy, he's not going to trust the other person as well. And also, they are accompanied with an extreme passion to rise up the social ladder. So the social recognition comes from the planet Moon, and also an extreme desire of the Moon to be recognized in a social society or a social circle. But then the means which they use to rise up the social ladder can be very ruthless and very manipulative and very plotting at times. So generally these people are having very suspicious looks, because they don't trust people, because they themselves may not be very trustworthy, like I said. They're very, very observant and come with very observant eyes. So the positive traits, of course, we are talking about is very philosophical, thanks to the planet Moon. Very intelligent, thanks to Mercury. Mercury is associated with intelligence, and of course the presiding deity of Naga, which can be associated with Rahu. Very clever and very mystical as well, because they always try to delve and try to find about mystical sciences. They want to know how they can acquire those mystical powers to attain those social successes or recognitions which they always aspire for. And spiritual in a very different way, not in a sattvic way completely. Of course, sattva comes with the planet Mercury, so it's like a very deadly combination. The planet Moon and the planet Rahu and the planet Mercury, a very, very deadly combination. So what career interests do they have? Well, they can become extremely good politicians, they can become extremely good lawyers, they can be writers, and they can be writers who write about mystical sciences as well. They can be good professors and teachers, because it's about research and understanding and intelligence, and trying to understand the knowledge which is available there. Astrologers, very good astrologers, you will see that their moon is placed in this nakshatra, which is Ashlesha Nakshatra. And of course, mystics, who know about mystical sciences, and also sometimes snake charmers as well, because of the presiding deity of this nakshatra, which is Naga. Negative traits, sometimes they can be prone to depression, because again, moon vacillates a lot, and sometimes it's positive, sometimes negative. And of course, I would say a negative trait is they can be deceitful, very, very, very secretive at times, very vindictive, can inflict poison on other people to attain their goals and desires. So these are some of the negative characteristics. And hopefully you enjoyed this video on by the way, I have not discussed the 4 padas. The 4 padas are 4 equal divisions of a nakshatra, which is 3 degrees and 20 minutes. So if you multiply 3 degrees and 20 minutes by 4, it comes to 13 degrees and 20 minutes, which is the distance of the nakshatra. So Ashlesha, like all the other nakshatras, are further subdivided into 4 divisions, or 4 padas as they are called in Sanskrit. But we are not going to discuss and confuse you in this video. Those 4 padas and 4 divisions are ruled by other 4 planets, which also influence people born in this nakshatra. So we have to see where the moon is placed. Of course, moon is placed overall in Ashlesha Nakshatra if we are discussing Ashlesha, but also look at where the moon is placed as far as the pada or the division is concerned. So first, the influence is going to be the zodiac sign, which actually it is situated within. Second will be the ruling planet of the nakshatra itself, and third will be the planet which is influencing the pada or the division, which we'll discuss in the forthcoming video. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and got some understanding about this nakshatra and people of this nakshatra, and the positive traits and the negative traits and the career interests and so on and so forth, and what's the animal symbol and the ruling planets and the deities and how these people behave, and what is the symbol. The animal symbol is male cat, but the symbol of this nakshatra is a coiled snake. It's like a snake which is like a kundalini kind of an energy, which is the symbol of this nakshatra. So definitely do not consider moon as the overall influence. It has to be the naga, the serpent, the coiled energy, and the intelligence and the manipulativeness and the deceitfulness which comes with it. And of course, the overall nakshatra influence by the planet moon in its own zodiac sign Cancer does influence, which makes it philosophical and spiritual, and also sometimes giving in sattvic as well. But overall, it's more the naga energy. So hopefully you did enjoy this video, and in the meanwhile, I will recommend subscribe to my channel and check out my website. There is a link below, and I will see you with an interesting topic very soon. Goodbye.